Good morning, everyone. This is Old School from WhatTheBuck.net reporting to you from Valrico. It's been a little while since we put a clip up here on the YouTube website. We had the Labor Day weekend, which had us off on our show for Monday night, so we'll be back live Thursday night at 7 p.m. at www.whatthebuck.net. Quick review for those of you who've been under a rock and not aware of the cuts that the Buccaneers made. All the cuts were made Friday. There have been some other activities over the weekend. To list through the set of players who were cut, there are no surprises really. If you listen to our Thursday show and we did a roster breakdown, the only mild surprise was we felt that a couple of defensive linemen, specifically Charles Bennett and Pat Chikora, had done enough to make the roster, but neither one of them actually did make the roster. Other noticeable cuts or memorable cuts are Michael Spurlock, who's been subsequently re-signed to the practice squad, Dre Moore, the product out of Maryland, who did not come in shape and was not able to play his way onto the roster, who was also been moved to the practice squad. The Chris Sims era has ended in Tampa Bay, which many people had predicted for quite some time. This has gotten a little bit uglier since as he had a workout for the Ravens and was beaten out by Joey Harrington, which will give you some kind of an idea as to the talent level, apparently, or the skill level currently that Chris possesses if he can be beat out by journeyman Joey Harrington. Right now, potential landing spots for Chris are Chicago still. Dallas is flirting with everyone in the league, and Minnesota. I have no doubt that Chris will find gainful employment at some point, but with him going and not showing well in that tryout, it doesn't bode well for him, at least in the short term. Now, other things of note, Ryan Neese, sort of a really well-known veteran, well-liked guy around town, was also part of the cuts this year. That was also one of the things that many of us expected. The younger guys behind him, Matt McCoy specifically, and Adam Hayward, have been playing much better and seem to have a much better upside long-term than Ryan does. Despite Ryan being a heck of a guy and doing a lot of things around Tampa, he quickly signed with the Buccaneers North, i.e. the Detroit Lions. Rod Marinelli continues to take guys off of our cut list and try and rebuild the Tampa 2 up in Motown. So we'll see how that works this year when we go up to Detroit November 23rd. That's sort of the interesting news as it stands right now. Nothing else particularly interesting. I know our practice squad was formed. Spurlock, like I mentioned, got pulled over there. Daniel Fells. Marcos Hamilton, for some reason, got re-signed. I don't understand. This guy seems like a garbage can to me. Clifton Smith, which a lot of people are happy about, and then Brandon Summerall and Julius Wilson as well are on that squad. The Bucs are trying out kickers. Jay Feely, who had been recently cut by the Dolphins, signed by Kansas City for one day and then was cut, was apparently out of the camp. There were 3 other kickers that our local beat reporters couldn't name for some reason or another. So Matt Bryan is at least going to get a push from the coaching staff, despite coming back and hitting his last 3 in Houston. Hopefully that's all been rectified. We have the Saints this weekend. We're looking forward to that game. Hopefully Gustav has not done too much damage. Word out of the NFL is the Superdome is in good shape. What the Buck is going to be live from New Orleans. In theory, we will depart Friday, and we will be trying to report to you sort of nightly as to what's going on. I know the Buccaneer Brew Crew is going out there as well. There should be a large Buccaneer contingent in the house for the New Orleans game, so we're looking forward to it. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this was useful. I know it was a review. Normally we try and be on the front end of the news, and this time we're a little bit on the back end, but I wanted to kind of give you this rundown. Again, if you listened to the show Thursday, none of these would be a surprise. I think that the Bucs feel that since Chikora had been out there for quite some time, we were able to pick him up quickly. Cutting him didn't really hurt us because, for one reason or another, other teams aren't interested, despite the fact that he seems to play well in our system. So, tune in Thursday. We'll be doing our pregame for the New Orleans Saints season opener, and then we will be trying to put up YouTube clips in the evening from the hotel in New Orleans. So thanks again, and see you on the show.